Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. You'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense...
Bend but don't break, baby. I like it.
Big-time interception return.
He couldn't even see out there.
It is one thing to come up with the
Well, at least on my
interception.
screen,
No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets and making the big play.
I thought the quarterback was going to catch him for a minute.
And it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up.
I like the hustle of 91 right there.
On pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Now on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Off play action on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Into the end zone. And he's
Why in the world is 37 just sitting there?
The AT unit on the
I'm like,
field.
bro, cover something other than grass.
Hit that
That should have been an interception.
For the point after. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard
That's
touchdown
crazy.
pass. You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll
That's
take
crazy.
a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. Drills him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Got his man on the right. Oh, what a move! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The option look. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Wrong quarterback in there.
4th down here. It's
That's
still
on me.
early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal. Pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Neil boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle.
That's crazy. That was kind of perfect.
That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he dropped it! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain
You
possession.
have got to be kidding me.
Those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble. I'm going to get a turnover.
My guy's literally laying on the ball. That's stupid. Oh my goodness.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Coffee. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before they do their
That was a
work
hard,
up
flat
top to
shuffle.
pick up a 1st down.
And there was
Supposed to be
no
out there.
question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. He's right on target. And he was
Drags on drags on drags on drags on drags.
A tremendous pickup on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The give to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Bruh, keep throwing it like my guys are like right there and just not
I like
responding.
this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. And he will
Should have knew it was
score.
something outside.
Touchdown, Buffaloes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be
when blockers
demoralizing.
just run
Yeah,
straight
it can
by.
definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go
35 just blew it right there.
I think this offense just needs
Ran
to
straight by
drive
buddy.
together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Going deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And they couldn't make the connection
Come on,
on
Wilkins.
the shot.
It's
That's
there.
an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. The aerial assault continues. He'll take a shot. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed inbounds.
Had Dot right there.
Will live to tell about it.
Yeah, and I don't
Got
know
away
what
with
happened.
one.
He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could.
Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
About to check that one down, but I saw the cornerback kind of pressing and releasing.
He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it
Looked
up
like he caught it out.
early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here.
I didn't realize it was 16-mile-per-hour wind earlier. Might be why I missed it for sure.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like
Man, I've been switching all game, and for some reason it's not giving me the guy I'm switching to.
I tell you what, man, when you're
It makes no sense.
like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can
I think
make
it's
a
weird
play
how they
and
making me
create
switch.
something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here.
Man, I couldn't get free.
Running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot.
Spin the other way.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense knows they have to do a better job tackling. On that play there, too many missed tackles on the wide out. It leads to an explosive play, and all of a sudden, they're in their own red zone.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Yeah, I still got a timeout. I have to check real quick. This play call may not be the right one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll pitch it.
Get there.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Just in case.
Calls timeout, and they won't have any more left.
I didn't know if they would count it
As
as out or not.
Plays, right? It doesn't have to always be
That freaking turn right there, man. He scores if that doesn't happen.
Sometimes you just
maybe.
Your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three
16
before they
to the
head
right.
to the locker room.
That's close, though.
From
It
the
shouldn't be
left
that
hash,
big of
this
an
distance
impact
ought to
on
make
this
that
kid.
angle pretty easy to handle.
Got to be kidding me.
No good. And after the we are still locked up.
Should be 20 to 14 right now, man. God dang.
Our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
That's why I almost just ran the blast again, just to go ahead and square it up in the middle.
He'll call for
should
the
have ran
fair
that one.
catch here. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean,
He'd be
it's been
switching
going
off,
back and
boy.
forth and a feeling out process.
Saw
and now
that
once you get in the second half, who's going to get
earlier,
aggressive,
too.
Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's hard to stop
Go
great
run.
runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give on the inside.
And a lot of
Freaking
times you
pinball.
want those big plays. You want those
Not what I was
splash
trying to do.
plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
With jet sweep pass. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
touch passes, man. They're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put in that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he holds it inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw it again. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he put it, the defense was right there. Scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Hawk. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
That's terrible tackling.
Longhorn. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Terrible tackling.
And the extra point
he had the angle and ended up missing, but
the officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it.
The two on the outside too, they did as well.
Team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And it'll be in.
Come on. Catch that.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching.
I was put up right there for him.
To make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Get there.
He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the
Gotta
other
use it
way,
what?
and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in
Which one you talking about? I got to use him.
Secure the football.
Oh, that one. Oh, switching it? Yeah.
Securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he'll pick up the
Oh, on the
first
tip?
down after
Yeah,
a
man.
tough
I should
run
have.
there.
I really should have.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Enough room, man.
Second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. On the move. Snowed under by the defense.
Thought I had a little cutback angle there.
Individual that says 3rd quarter, got an opportunity to go by more than a touchdown. A lot of people take the field goal here, but more and more the aggressiveness wins. I'm in a good spot, 4th and goal. It's not a long way to go. Do I want to go for the touchdown?
Splits the upright.
Man, it should be 30.
And
I missed 2 field goals earlier, bro.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And both of them like within the 10. One right before half, and I think one in the 2nd quarter or something like that.
And they thought about it.
Frustrating.
They thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I got to, man. I got to. I'm not going to trust that he's running the ball right here.
Back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time.
Ah, the freaking crosser.
He gets there. And
He
they
had
bring
me
it
too.
down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit.
I think you
longer.
might be my
You're
only
asking this offensive line to
loss
hold up
this
the
year.
pass pro
Am I
a bit
9?
longer.
No, I'm 9-2.
Against this
Who did I
athletic
lose
front
to?
seven on defense, it's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
tough.
man, I was beating TCU and let off
They
the
need
gas.
something that goes forward this time
That joke
on
ended
2nd
up
and
getting
long
me.
from the 14.
Screen.
He's looking to throw.
Oh shoot, he got me.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad
He
things can happen.
switched on
You
that
wanna
one.
gotta get a
I
few
think that was
first downs, get
probably
some
why that
space.
one
So if you
didn't
punt
work.
after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in
I hate that
beautiful
too.
scoring field
It's like
position
really
already.
dumb. Like you switch,
bad
you
play.
user it, and then they don't let you get the animation.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st
Ooh,
and goal.
somebody hit over there.
And he'll
I saw
be
cleats in the
shot
air.
out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big
Who was
bodies,
that? I
right?
gotta watch the
You're gonna
replay
run
on
the
my
football
iPad here.
more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages. But
67?
really nice job saying, that's fine.
I
run
see
big
you.
bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive.
Yeah, it did look like an overthrow, but I bet you he was pushing a button and he just didn't get the animation. I almost guarantee he was hitting triangle or something to try to catch it because I saw his the ring show up.
Love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need.
That's just one of them situations, man. They
And he tacks on the extra point.
ain't give him the animation when they should have.
About to kick it away after scoring
I'll take
a
it though.
touchdown.
I ain't gonna be mad at it, but I don't like that stuff though. It got me a few times this game with animations too, so I get it.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this room.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean,
don't let them get outside.
I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10.
I wonder what took him so long to throw that.
He's got his man.
I figured he was running crosses right. He ran crosses left.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Might be looking to run. Hit hard just as he released it on first down.
Got to keep that spy on him because he keeps bailing out.
They force the quarterback,
taking off.
Him out to the left, and he's
90-speed quarterback.
Find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection.
Oh, shoot.
Got him, and nobody's
What the what? I know I got quarter flat right there, but was that the guy I was on? It was not. Interesting.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll just keep slinging it. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Woo!
And it slips through
Big
his
hit.
fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down.
Are you serious? Come on, man.
Step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How you gonna just mush a linebacker?
We call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Blasted as he lets it go.
I just knew my guy was coming up to get that.
After the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
That's crazy.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Good hit.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed...
Touchdown, Buffs!
Gotta love a hard flat. Not being a hard flat.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail. trail
Gotta love it.
31-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Wilkins. Trying to get to him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. But, man, this
I lucky there. I thought his lineman was going to grab me.
Scrambles, gets a first down. So frustrating.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver shows motion. Direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
He was hurt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dumps it off in the flats. Nice pitch and catch
Terrible
there,
running.
and they'll have enough for the
Good
first
job
down.
by him of
I
cutting
think
that
most
off.
offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, I thought I had it.
They bring him down, and he's going to
Little
lose
false
the yard
step
on
right
that
there.
one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice
Going to
tackle.
work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to
Ah, man.
and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
16-mile-per-hour wind done got me twice this game already.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even
Should
bigger.
be 40.
So they're lining up to kick
Hey, when I
it
miss
off.
field
After
goals,
that
because in the
last
whole
drive,
game,
put
I'm
a
just doing the
3
math
spot
of what the
on
score
board, and
should
now
be.
the defense will try to shut them down. Bounces through
Less
the
than
end
10
zone.
yard
It's a
field
touchback.
goals,
They'll
and
bring it out to the 25.
I'm botching them. Them wide hashes make field goals from the edge tough. That's why that one I run straight up the middle. I ain't even sweating it. Just go up the middle.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern
Thought that was
college
mine.
football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down.
Holy cow, you were out there.
Makes the grab on the left.
Woo!
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Sold
They
them.
dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things. Like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the...
Throws toward the end zone.
Oh, safety.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of
How in
time.
the world does a
Now
safety
we need
let
to-
that get by?
Now we need to get the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the
Safety
onside
and the
kick.
cornerback.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers.
Actually, a good
football.
kick.
The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up.
Glad my
Next
guy
guys
came
catch
up and
the
got it.
football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got to get a first, though. His run defense has been pretty
So
stout.
Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive.
Really?
Way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies and trying to stop the run.
And that's why it
Really?
puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is
So
not
he gets an
easy to
injury
execute
timeout,
in
which
this
gives him 4
situation again.
timeouts.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no
That's
more
crazy.
than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
And the Longhorns enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Timeout called there.
That switching off be funny to me.
Get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. And the
Just joking.
misconnection on 3rd down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other
Not
way.
bad.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks.
Gonna take a shot
That's
at
it.
this
That's the
DB.
BGs. Oh, come on, man. He don't mess around like that. You got to go get it.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They just can't seem to.
I can't believe they didn't pick that off. I ain't switched because, you know, sometimes they don't give you the animation.
They're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet.
Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that.
And secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
All right.
Another interception. That's his 4th.
Get down, get down, get down, get down. I'm trying to get out of his way so I can just slide.
Solid return on the pick.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw
Game
the
should not
football.
have been
You
this
got to
close.
try to make a play, but the defense
He's
came
tough,
up
though.
big in a big moment.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there.
All right, that was a good game, man. This defense, run defense was stout.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both
It's tough.
offenses going up and down the field.
We ended up
seemingly
being able to
at
get
will.
some turnovers.
Moving the ball,
That was
running the
key.
ball, but
4
I feel
interceptions.
like if you're a
Last
fan
one, you
of
know, just kind of
defense, maybe
tossing it
this
up.
wasn't your cup of
Wilkins
tea.
14 to 17. That was clutch.
Yeah, he didn't really get too
82%
much of that stuff,
hunting
but
completions.
listen, You got to get a few stops.
15 to 66.
We
We did all right.
Stop with as many points as being scored. You got the stop.
Excellent distribution.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse
No sacks
Palmer,
given up.
I'm Reese Davis saying so
Good
long.
game by
This has
LeClaire.
been another
Had 7
presentation of
tackles
EA
for a
Sports
loss.
College
Buchanan, something. And we had 4.5 sacks. Buchanan was killing. 3 interceptions by Iverson. I see you, Junior. Hocker, pick 6 to start the game. I like that. On the first drive, not to start, but Shaw, D, and Hocker there. Only the 1 defensive touchdown. Had 1 forced fumble that just bobbled around with 4 of my guys right there, literally laying on the ball, and he gets the recovery. That's why early I was like, man, I know I'm taking a loss because of the way it was playing out. Like, I know I'm taking a loss. This is stupid. The way I was getting, some of those calls weren't going my way. Oh, so conference championship is it. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I don't think I'm in the bracket, right? Oh, I am in the bracket. Okay. So I think A&M is leading the conference, so it'll be me and him, I'm guessing. That'll be another tough game. Oh, TCU might be up there because TCU beat me. So I may not even. I may just be third in the conference and heading to the playoffs, hopefully. All right, man. I appreciate y'all joining.